Hi, I'm Matt from Strictly Nerd. This is Eric from Strictly Nerd. And last night we got big news that Netflix and Nintendo are making a series of Legend of Zelda, hopefully. Still rumored, we don't know. But we got to thinking, what other video game series would we like to see either in movie format or TV streaming series format that, you know, would be something that hasn't been done. So we're not counting Dead or Alive. We're not counting
Mario.
No,
Halo is kind of
in the works.
in the works.
Uncharted's in the work. But what would we like to see? So we're giving you guys a Strictly Nerd top 10 video games into movie/series.
Yeah. All right. So my handed in the list here.
Yeah, we got a list.
All right. So number 1, BioShock.
BioShock would be awesome.
Yes. And this isn't in an order of which ones we want the most or anything. It's just
what we'd like to see.
Yeah.
We know BioShock has tried to take off a few times. Unfortunately, it has never happened. But yeah, that could be a really cool.
It would be amazing, and I think that they should do it. They should do BioShock like the Rapture BioShock, and then go into BioShock Infinite.
Yeah.
But they have to do both places, both
Rapture
cities.
would just be so cool. The atmosphere of that movie could be fantastic.
And I think that I would really like to see Rapture in its heyday for a while as well.
That would be...
Because I've always, when I first played the first BioShock, I just wanted to be like, you know, I'm listening to the recordings and everything, and I'm like, it would be really cool to like actually see all these people at a party. And
well, if they made the movie The Demise, so we see it all happy,
exactly,
and everything, and then you see people start becoming crazy and monstrous,
the
and then the destruction. So yeah, that'd be really cool.
That would be super cool.
Another one I would like to see would be Metroid, since, you know, it would be very alien.
Yeah.
I mean, they got a lot of ideas from that when they made the game, but, you know, we could see the solo feminine woman in space. Yeah, very cool creatures in it.
It would play off very much like, I don't know, kind of like the movie Gravity, where it was only Sandra Bullock for a long time, you know? Well,
spoilers.
Oh, sorry. Everybody knows that.
Oh.
But yeah, it's very, very much, or like the movie Moon. Have you seen that movie? Technically, it was the main actor with the other himself.
Yeah,
he was playing both parts, but it's very solitary role where it's her by herself, you know, against this, like, the Metroid and all these aliens and stuff. So, but I think it'd be really cool, and it would have to have a super cool soundtrack.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah.
That'd be
so
exciting.
Nintendo, make it happen.
The third one that we came up with is the Witcher series. It's actually based on a book that it was created into a TV show or TV series. I believe it was Swedish. I may be wrong about that, but it was definitely not American. We've never seen it. But anyways, it wasn't very good. I watched bits and pieces of it just because I was super interested in the whole story and everything in The Witcher.
It was live action?
It was live action. It was just... It was not very good. But I would really like to see that made into a movie or a TV series or something like that, because you could do a lot with The Witcher, and it's just so cool. Like, the world and everything is so cool, and the fighting and his abilities and stuff like that. So
what would make or break, well, I mean, a lot would make or break that, but getting a good actor to portray Geralt,
yes,
would be very important for something like that. Of course, that happens with, you know, in Samus.
Pretty much,
well,
yeah, pretty much everything.
And Link,
but
you know, I mean, you really want to get a good actor or actress to play these parts, but that one I think could really destroy.
It would be super cool.
And then we got, I know this is probably a popular one on the interwebs, is Mass Effect. We were saying it would probably work better as a series over a movie, because a movie would keep it too limited.
Yeah.
But if they did a series with Mass Effect, could be really cool. I wouldn't want it to follow Shepard.
Yeah, that's true.
I think if they did it in the universe, I think that would be good enough.
That's actually how I feel about a Halo film or TV show.
Yeah.
I would love to see a Halo TV show that just follows ODSTs. Like, just a group of ODSTs, a squad of them or something like that. Or like Halo Reach. Yeah, it doesn't have to be Master Chief. I honestly, like, the thing that I want to see the most out of the Halo series is the creation of the original Spartans. Like, them going through training and all that stuff when they were kidnapped and replaced with clones, and when they were like 6 years old, and becoming who they are, because I would really like to see the other Spartans that are in the books, like Kelly and Kurt. Like, they're really awesome Spartans that were like super badass, and they weren't Master Chief. Master Chief, like, they all had certain abilities and stuff, and in the books it says Master Chief's ability is he's lucky.
I like how we went from Mass Effect to Halo.
Yeah, but
and Halo's not on our list.
Halo's not on our list.
I was just kind of happy.
It's very much like Mass Effect, though.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. You don't necessarily want to see it be about Shepard.
Yeah.
But yeah, a series for Mass Effect would be really good because of all of the different, like, smaller stories and stuff, and the choices that you can make in the games. They can actually integrate a lot of...
Adding those races, it would just be kind of cool to see them on the big small screen. We'll say small screen.
The small screen. Yeah, the big screen is a movie. Small screen is TV. But TVs are pretty big nowadays.
Yeah, that's true. All become big screens.
The next one on our list is Fallout. I've actually never played the original Fallout. Did you?
No, I haven't played Fallout 3 was the first one I played.
Yeah, but
I guess the only one I played.
It's super cool. I
Yeah.
played New Vegas. That would be a really cool series just because people are into the post-apocalyptic
Oh yeah,
stuff.
it's
like,
super popular.
The Walking Dead is zombies, but it's kind of post-apocalyptic.
And these would be different zombies. We haven't really
Yeah.
seen zombies like the ghouls, where they actually run businesses and eat hot dogs. You know? So that would be kind of a cool, different take on the whole zombies.
And I'd really like to see them venture into the other vaults, because there were a bunch of vaults, and there was, like, I was reading about the vaults, and there was these vaults where they were all this weird experiments where they were like, one vault was all men and one woman, and they wanted to see what would happen.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And it was oh, who knows what's gonna happen there.
Experiment.
So all those vaults were opened up, and there was a woman with 50 children. But I'm just kidding, that wasn't part of the story. But that would be a really cool series. And again, I think that would probably be a better series than...
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah. You take this one. I don't know much about this one.
Oh, okay. The next one we have on the list is The Legacy of Kain. I have been a big fan of Legacy of Kain since I was in, like, middle school or something. I think is when the first game came out. I think that'd be super cool because it has to do with, like, death and this kind of... People like vampires, but not Twilight vampires.
Better vampire.
Better vampires. But the cool thing about Kain, or not Kain, it's not Kain, it's actually Raziel. The cool thing about Raziel in the Legacy of Kain series is that he's like a different type of vampire because he sucks up souls. And so I think that'd be super cool. And he also travels in between, like, the actual world and then, like, this dead, like, in between realm.
Oh, okay.
And something. So I honestly think that it'd be amazing. It would have to be, I could see it being live action, but they would definitely have to do some cool, like, costuming and stuff like that with the character, because he's like a rib cage with a spinal cord. Like, they could either do that or get really, really skinny, like Christian Bale from
And then they can just put
Machinist.
glitter on him and make him sparkle.
No, don't do it.
Like, what? On the track of vampires, Castlevania would be a awesome one, especially I think if they followed the Belmont family. I wouldn't want them to stray too far from it, but if they just had Belmonts versus Dracula and then threw in all these other crazy creatures in it and hopefully had a good plot, I would be excited for.
They have to have him, like, whipping furniture and getting chicken.
At least a reference.
That would be amazing.
The wall breaks and then there's a nicely cooked turkey in the wall.
That's weird.
Why is that here? No cobwebs or anything. Having a light shine on it, like, I don't know, that'd be awesome.
That would be perfect. Yes.
I don't know if I'd eat turkey. Wall turkey.
I would. It gives him health. It gives him health.
That's true.
Another one on our list is Metal Gear.
Yeah, obvious one right there.
Metal Gear is pretty much a movie in the games when you play them. Like, they play out very much like a movie.
Yeah.
And I think they would be really, really cool, even if they started with the original Metal Gears that were on NES. I mean, those were more like a military, shoot 'em up games and everything, but I would love to see Metal Gear. Metal Gear has gotten so, like, in depth in their story that there's so much they can do, which it could be a TV series or like a series and stuff, but I actually think that a series of movies would probably be really cool, because then they would have this huge budget to be able to do all this awesome stuff.
I would just like to see a take, it would be a different take on a war movie, kind of like that Edge of Tomorrow, but what would get me excited about it is just kind of, I don't know if they would bring in, like, Psycho Mantis or anything like that, but seeing what kind of cool villains they could have on a big screen, I think would be pretty neat.
And then we would have to, in the audience, use a second controller.
Yeah. It would tell us what we're gonna go see next or something. I don't know. Some weird hypnotist stuff. Subliminal messaging in the movie. Ugh. No, thank you. I think this one will work better probably in an animated series.
Yes.
Just because of what's already involved in it. But Kingdom Hearts, as long as they keep the story to where you can follow it. Like,
yeah.
I don't know where the game has gone. Like, it's just ridiculous. Everybody's like, I want 3, and I'm like, fix the story first, and then we'll see about 3. But I think if they were able to get the properties of the Disney characters and of course Square characters, that could be a really cool series.
And I think that if they did do it animated, I would love to see it not anime style like Japanese anime style, but the original Disney animated style. That would be so awesome. They don't make enough movies like that anymore.
No.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I love CG movies. You know, all the CG movies that are coming out nowadays are great.
Yeah.
But I would really like to see some more of the old school Disney animated stuff. And Kingdom Hearts would be really cool in that vein.
Yeah. So Kingdom Hearts would be a nice one.
We also have God of War.
I think this is our last one.
Yes, I believe so.
Number 10.
God of War.
God of
Last
War.
one we have, God of War. This one, I think I heard rumors about it being made into a film at one point, but I don't know if that's ever...
I think that happens with every popular
pretty
video
much.
game.
There.
Like, hey, it's popular, we need to make a movie, and then, it's... No.
God of War would be really cool, and like, because I really like the mythology behind God of War and stuff like that, and being able to see, you know, Kratos kill
Honestly,
Ares
Kratos would probably be the thing I don't care about it. I
yeah,
just like
exactly.
mythology. I mean,
well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was Kratos killing Ares and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and fighting this giant thing. And
but of course, you'd have to have Kratos in it.
He's kind of important.
Yeah, he does become the God of War.
And he should be played by Vin Diesel. I'm just kidding.
I
don't know.
Honestly, I could see that. So, but yeah, if you know, bringing in these different mythology elements, I don't know, it could be really cool. It can't be any worse than the remake of Clash of the Titans. So
that's what I was thinking too. It's like when I'm like, yeah, God of War, I'm trying to push Clash of Titans out of my head when I'm imagining that.
There was a sequel, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Liam Neeson, why?
He's
But
the best
yeah,
part.
that's what we came up with. We're both really excited for Legend of Zelda. Hopefully that does happen. Let us know down in the comments what you guys would like to see your favorite video game series into a movie or film, and why. We're very interested in what you guys think.
And also, who you think should play the characters in the ones that we mentioned.
Yeah.
Like, who would be good for those parts? Because some of them might draw a blank. You know, you guys might know better than us. You probably know better than us.
Yeah,
So.
I don't even want to imagine.
Yeah, we're not going to spend our time doing
that.
that.
Thanks for watching, guys. Again, Matt from Strictly Nerd.
And I'm Eric.
Strictly Nerd.
From Strictly Nerd.
That's where we're at.
This is the channel that you're watching this
Yeah.
on. Or you might be watching it embedded on YouTube.
Maybe.
I mean, not YouTube, Facebook.
What's
Bye! I kind of screwed that up at the end.
That's alright. We like it.
Whatever.
He gets crazy.